Yo. Hey guys, it's ransibling here too, playing some Team Fortress 2. Today I'd like to welcome you all to episode 3 of my worst loadouts ever, which is suggested by you guys, the viewers. So thank you all very much for commenting. Sorry if your loadout did get chosen. Comment next week for a crappy demo loadout, which I am really dreading. Anyway, this loadout consists of a Phlog distinator, reserve shooter, and a neon annihilator. These weapons on their own they're pretty situational, and they're alright on their own, but this as a whole set and combo, they go terrible together. Because you've got the Phlog distinator, which is a hardcore WM1 weapon. You just walk at the enemy, and it does neutral flamethrower damage, but you've got this oomph meter, and once you get that oomph meter filled up, you've got the crits, and you taunt, and you also get healed to full health, but you can still easily get like backstabbed. This weapon, people say it's OP, it's the worst flamethrower by far in my opinion. No air blast, just the ability to not air blast is, I don't know, it's too much for me because I love air blasting as Pyro. It's one of the funnest things to do. It's the reason why I like playing Pyro. I know when TF2 first came out there was no air blast for Pyro, so I have no idea how people played as Pyro. It would have been so hard to do, but I didn't really play this game when it first came out. So anyway, the Phlog distinator goes bad with a reserve shooter because the reserve shooter deals mini crits to targets who are airborne. So even if just this Angie were to jump and I shot him with the reserve shooter, he would take mini crits. But usually the good thing about flamethrowers is you can air blast your enemies up and then shoot them with the reserve shooter to get that mini crit damage. It also allows you to switch your weapon 15% faster. But one thing I do credit the Phlog distinator on, and why it's called a noob weapon, is because it's excellent for spawn camping. As soon as they come out of spawn and they're not expecting you, you're just there with your freaking Phlog distinator, and you're just owning him with your crits. And I've got the neon annihilator, which is the most situational weapon in the whole game in my opinion, because just the weapon, like, it does 48 base damage. I'm trying to get a kill with it here, but I end up getting destroyed. But basically what it does is, if an enemy is wet, like for example if you're playing on a map like, I don't know, for example King of the Hill Sawmill, you're playing on that map and someone walks in the water and you've got your melee out, you just hit him with it and then you get a crit, but it doesn't do as much as damage as the extinguisher. I believe it does around 170 damage, so it doesn't really do that much as a crit, and you fully have to commit because you have to get right up in the person's face and hit him to do that damage. It also works for Mad Milk if you've got Mad Milk substance on your enemies and you hit them with the Neon Annihilator, or if they've got Girardi on them, instead of doing a mini crit it does a full crit. I guess you could say that the Neon Annihilator is neither good or bad, it's sort of just there, you know, it's just a meh. It's a very situational weapon. I don't know, it's pretty interesting though, because when it first came out, it was kind of underpowered I guess, and they thought that, you know, to make this weapon a bit more better, we're going to add some stats to it, so it can remove sappers in 2 hits. If there's a spy on the other team and he puts a sapper on a sentry on your team, you hit it twice with a neon annihilator and it removes it. But there was not really that much NGs on my team. Anyway, I see this Pyro, I try to do the crit thing, but the Girardi wears off. But anyway, I get a neon annihilator dom. That's the first time it's happened, probably the only time that'll happen, because I never use this weapon. Anyway, all these soldiers are here. I decide to get back to cover because I can't air blast, so I'm a pretty useless Pyro. I can't really protect the medic that's healing me right now because there's no air blast. So if he gets caught on fire or if someone fires a rocket, I can't really do much. Anyway, leave some terrible Demoman loadouts for next week or next time's episode, and I'll see you all next time. I'd like to thank you all for watching, so leave some bad demo loadouts. And no, this weapon is not OP, it's probably the worst flamethrower. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time. Peace!